Hey, what's up, guys? Boys and girls, ladies and Jen? What was I gonna say? Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, today I'm not really gonna talk about a new shoe, a new pickup. I wanted to talk about my current choice of indoor hoop shoe, and that is the Adidas D Lillard 3. This is the black and white colorway. I believe it is called the On Tour colorway because Lillard is also a rapper, musician, artist, and the On Tour kind of links to that background. And he also decided to mess around and drop 59 points on the Jazz in these shoes, maybe last year, sometime last year, I think. He won that game too, by the way, or the Blazers won that game. Blazers colors also. Well, to get into it, usually I hoop in Kobe 9 Elite highs indoors, but I wanted to kind of get a feel for different shoes, try out some different shoes, and I played in these last year. I don't quite remember my experience. I didn't play them a lot, but this year today I decided to run in these, hoop in these for maybe 2-3 hours, and they performed well. I really like them. I don't quite remember what other sneaker YouTubers said about them, other sneaker reviews said about them, but I like these. I like these from the mesh upper with the fuse overlays throughout, like around there. I liked it. The asymmetrical look definitely gave me a good amount of mobility and lockdown at the same time. So I got no complaints there. The lacing system, I got it sort of in the middle, and I laced it up all the way almost to the second to the last. Used up every bit of lace I had. It led to like a small knot at the top after I laced it up, but that's fine. I was locked in. But I still had enough court feel and mobility and support to pull off any moves that I wanted to as a guard. And then the bounce setup, perfect. You got a good amount of bounce in the back. Actually, a lot of bounce in the back. That is one thing I did hear about other reviews. That's one thing I remember. A lot of people thought this was awkward. Didn't really like the huge amount of bounce in the back. But I liked it. It was fine. But I'm a guard at the same time, so I don't. It just depends on how you play, how you step, how you land, this and that, or how often you do those things. But for me as a guard, this was perfect. This was a perfect amount. And then you got a low to the ground set up at the 4-foot. Well, it's not that low to the ground because there's bounce in it, but you had enough court feel with these to pull off any dribble moves, any step backs, any hezzies, and any this and that. And I was pulling my moves off. I was hitting step backs, spin jumpers, my dribble moves to the basket, hitting N1s. Sometimes my field goal percentage in certain games today, questionable. But that is to no fault of the sneakers. The sneakers did their job. And then onto the traction. As you can see, I've worn these casually before. I need to clean them up too. But I've worn these casually before, and you can see that I've got dirt on them. And even with the dirty outsole, I never had the white one once, and I had no slippage. I stopped on a dime over almost every single time. I don't remember what people said about the traction when these first came out, but these are perfect. You've got herringbone in multiple directions, all sorts of directions, and man, I had options in terms of what direction I wanted to go, and not worrying about if I was gonna slip or not, or if these shoes were gonna help me stop on a dime and change directions. These did the job every time. They gripped the floor real nice for every step, every move I wanted to make, and that's actually pretty good for a dusty outsole. Even on a dusty indoor court, I think it would still perform beastly. As you can see, I mean, I'm already playing on a dusty outsole. A dusty indoor court wouldn't bother it too much. I haven't hooped in these outdoors. I don't think I will, because this model, unlike past Lillard models does not use Continental rubber, actually, I believe. Yeah, I don't believe this one uses Continental rubber, but if you were to hoop in these outdoors, I think you would be fine, because the rubber on these is pretty sturdy. I think they would last you a good amount. But yeah, that concludes my like quick review and take on the Lillard 3 as my current go-to indoor hoop shoe right now. I know there's the Dame 4s and, you know, the Harden 2s, the LeBron 15s. Why am I going with the older shoe? Don't listen to that noise. Sometimes, yeah, newer, sometimes better. Newer doesn't always mean better. I mean, newer shoes will come with newer technologies. But like I said, don't listen to that noise. Just go with whatever works for you and whatever feels comfortable. And like, let your game do the talking. Sometimes, yeah, the shoes will help you. The shoes will help you and can bother you depending if the shoe's a bad fit for you, or make you feel like you could do anything in them. Today, as a guard, I felt like I could pull off any dribble move without having to worry about the shoe being a problem. So just go with whatever works for you, man. Like, don't worry about like having the latest shoe and shoe technology, this and that. Don't worry about it. Just go with whatever works for you and let your game do the talking. Well, that's it. I just wanted to spitball a few quick things on my current indoor hoop shoe. I definitely will continue to hoop these indoors for the summer. Maybe pick up. I want to pick up a pair of Kyrie 4s to hoop in. I have the Kyrie 4 All Stars, but I probably just gonna wear those casually. I'll probably just pick up another like beater pair to just hoop in. But yeah, so other than that, these are probably gonna be my go-to hoop shoe for the summer. I gotta clean them up. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to clean them up because they're just gonna be hoop shoes for indoors. People step on them. But yeah, that concludes this quick review on these. Definitely would recommend these if you could find a pair. Still, even though these are year old, year and a half. I don't know how old these are. At least a year. If you can find a pair of Lillard 3s and you're a guard, I would definitely recommend these. For a guard, maybe 9.5 out of 10, an A for these. These are nice. It can get a little tight. That's why I didn't give it a full 10 out of 10. But you can change that by just loosening the laces. But even when you loosen the laces, the shoe just feels tight naturally over here. But it just depends on your foot. But yeah, recommend it. 9.5 to 10. Cop it if you can. If not, the Dame 4 shouldn't be too far off from the Dame 3s. Well, that's it. Peace, guys.